So thank you again for tuning in to the Chris Show. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate you for that. If you enjoy the content I deliver on a consistent basis, please be sure to make sure you subscribe. And if you are subscribed, you can turn on the notification bell for all my videos so you can like and participate in the comment section. If you saw my stream earlier, then you definitely know what we're talking about. The verdict was reached in the murder of George Floyd, and the ex-police officer Derek Chauvin was sentenced, and he was guilty on all 3 charges. So that's second-degree murder he was tried up to, and that's up to 40 years in prison. He was also convicted of third-degree murder, which is up to 25 years in prison, and he was convicted of second-degree manslaughter, which is viable up to 10 plus years. So is Derek Chauvin potentially gonna be in prison the rest of his life? Yes, that's potentially a thing. Could he potentially be a person that gets off early on parole or do something like that? Hey man, I don't know the legal system. I don't know how any of that truly transpires, how you can be on good behavior and get off. But we're hoping that Derek Chauvin will never see the open world again, and he'll be sentenced and convicted to the max sentence that he can get, because 40 years is definitely going to be majority of his life, even if he gets out. So right now he's 45 years. So if he gets the full 40 years, he would be getting out when he's 85. And like I said, at that point, we'll even see if he can live that long with that and the other. So this, we need to understand though, this isn't justice for George Floyd, because if there was justice, George Floyd would still be here. This is accountability. This is the first bit of accountability in America. Now, my thing is, and I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, I don't want to be a person that's gonna, you know, bring some blues in a day that's supposed to be very prosperous or very good for Black America, but I do wonder the long-term viability of this. Is this gonna be a one-time thing of, hey, they held them accountable, or is this gonna be a thing that maybe in Midwest states or in the West Coast or in the East Coast things are gonna go well, but if it happens down south, the same stuff's gonna transpire? Is it gonna be like a federal thing and things are gonna be held more accountable? That's what we need to watch and pay attention to see if this is gonna be a one-time thing or this is actually spiraling and cops are gonna be held accountable in America going forward. Now, I've lived in America long enough, I've lived in this world long enough to understand that sometimes they throw you a bone or like, oh, we have to hold this person accountable or things are going to go crazy. That's why I want to see if this has a long-term goal, because we all know Breonna Taylor didn't get her justice. Philando Castile hasn't gotten his justice. There's still plenty of situations and things that have transpired to know that we aren't fully getting the justice, but this was a start and this was a good start. But like I said, this is not justice. This is just finally having some accountability. As I said before, the sentencing is going to happen in around 8 weeks or so. I definitely will make a video when that happens. Hopefully he's being convicted to the fullest extent. Now, so what I wanted to talk to you guys, like, how are you mentally? Like, when the thing happened, I was nervous, like I had like butterflies, like it was me. So after the Trayvon Martin situation, I've just been so accustomed to not even wanting to pay attention because I don't think we're ever going to get accountability. I'm not thinking they're going to be convicted. So to actually see someone be convicted was very surprising to me. And then, so, you know, I asked about that. How do you guys feel about the long-term viability of this? Do you think this is a one-time thing? Do you think America's actually going to start working towards justice? And then, do you think Derek Chauvin's going to get the full sentencing? And do you ever think he'll actually get out? Do you think they're going to try and do that good parole or hide the cops so he doesn't be in the prisons with the other people that are going to try and beat him up or kill him? Like, how are they going to protect the boys? How do you guys feel about that? Because me, I do feel like boys protect boys, so he might be protected in prison. Who knows? Either way, I'm just glad he is not free. The fact that he was out on bail and was free during this time was sick to me. You know, it is what it is. I'm just glad that George Floyd's family has some type of accountability. Like I said, I'm not going to say justice. You guys let me know, like I said, just how you feeling. How do you feel about the long term of this? Do you think other people are going to be held accountable? And if not, why don't you feel that way? Is it because of how much we've been tried in the past and not gotten the justice? Or it's just you're one of those people, I'll believe it when I see it. But as you know, of Chris, I'm going to give you the news whenever the news is there, whether that's today, tomorrow, a week or two from now. That's why I need to make sure to subscribe, turn the notification bell for all my videos so you can like and participate in the comment section. This Chris, I'm out this motherfucker.